All right, folks, giving a quick update on my Rookie Cup collection. So I think as some of you may know, I'm in the midst of trying to put together the full collection of all Topps All-Star Rookie cards. And I got a pretty big shipment today. There were a couple of singles that I'd picked up here and there, but also I found somebody who had just gotten back from doing a show and he had a bunch of these left over in his individual category. I'm not gonna lie, some of them are in really rough shape. With those, I'm gonna mark them on my list as need to be replaced. And the very first one is an example of that. I've got a 75 Bill Madlock. This card looks like it was chewed by a dog. It is a little rough. Missing a lot of the side of that card. Wow. But it is Gold Cup, it is going to my collection. Yeah, I'll replace these here and then, ones that are really bad. Some of these were bad, some weren't. I did not pay the price on the front of the card, if anyone wondered. I put a deal together for a bulk of these, like I said, minus a couple that are different here, and I'll point those out. All right, and then I've got a 75 Larry Milburn. This one's a little off-center, but otherwise it's in pretty good shape, so that one will qualify to stay in the collection. All right, the next one I did not pick up in bulk. This is, as you can guys see here, it's a autographed Don Money card. So this is the 1971 Don Money All-Star Rookie. Or I'm sorry, it's 70, right? Yeah, the black ones are the 71. My apologies. Always mix up the 70 and 71. But anyway, I picked that one up because I found a good deal for it on eBay. It's actually in really good shape and has that autograph, which I think is a really cool collection bumper there, right? All right, sorry, I'm using a little bit more of a zoom so you can see the cards better, and I'm not very good at keeping them in frame. So, all right, now back to the 71s. This Carl Morton, I think, got a hold of the same dog. What was the dog's name from Sandlot? The Beast. I think the Beast got a hold of the Babe Ruth ball, this Carl Morton, and the 75 Bill Madlock. But anyway, great card otherwise. Then I got the Roy Foster, which is actually in decent shape for a 71 with the black borders. They're pretty tough. I got the Les, man, my sights are way off here. Okay, sorry. The Les Kane. And then we moved to the 68s. And I picked up the Bobby Etheridge, which is in pretty decent condition. And then this one here I actually picked up on eBay separate. I only paid a couple bucks for this Walt Williams, but man, I'll tell you, it is in fantastic condition. I would guess, other than the top to bottom centering, this card could possibly fetch a 6. So I'd put it at probably a 4-5 range, which isn't bad for the 68s. All right, then these, I guess I did put them out of order. These are the 67s, and, or no, I'm going back to newest to oldest, sorry. So yeah, in reverse order, here's a Woody Fryman. This Woody Fryman is in pretty rough condition as well. It's a little rough. It doesn't have any creases, but it is off-center, and the corners and edges are pretty chewed up there, so I might look for another Woody Fryman. The Tommy Helms is way off-center, and also looks like the Beast might have sunk his teeth into this one at the bottom there, but not. I've seen worse. I'll just put it that way, and I think I have worse in here. All right, then I got the 67 George Scott. This one, the centering is not bad, and the corners are a little soft, but there are 2 gigantic creases, and I think you can see it really well at this angle. So George Scott may be getting a replacement at some point here as well. All right, moving on to the 65s. I'm sorry, I'm off a couple. This is actually the 64. So that's a Ray Culp, and the Ray Culp is actually in pretty decent shape. Another 64, this one is the Tommy Harper, still in pretty decent shape as well. All right, sorry, now moving to the 63s. The same way I mix up the 70s and the 71s, I always seem to mix up the 63 and the 64 for whatever reason. But anyway, there is a Dean Chance that's a little off-center top to bottom and left to right, but otherwise it's in pretty solid shape, so I'll hang on to that one as part of the collection. Got an Al Luplo that's in pretty good shape. Is it Luplo or Leplo? I don't know, but anyway, pretty great card. Looks like he has a giant chew in there in his left cheek. Gotta like that. All right, and then we have a 63 Fred Whitfield. The Fred Whitfield has quite the crease at the top of it. I don't know if you guys can see it in the picture there. But otherwise it's in decent shape. So I doubt I'll replace the Whitfield because it's close enough. But all right, and then last I got 3 more 62s. Got a JC Martin that is in extremely rough condition. It's got a crease through the middle, also at the bottom. It is off-centered like crazy, and then the corners are just as soft as a sock. So I will probably replace that one at some point. All right, got a Jack Curtis, which the centering is very good for a 62. Corner's a little rough, but that's not terrible for this card. So this one will definitely be a mainstay in the collection. And then lastly, got a 62 Floyd Robinson to add, which it's got a little bit of scuffing and some fading on it, but otherwise it's centered well and it's not in bad condition. So this one will probably make it long term as well. So anyway, hope you like the update. I think I have 34 cards to go, I believe, after this. So I'm getting much closer. All right, I hope you enjoyed the update.